The following podcast contains real reviews and the ridiculous reactions of two would-be oracles of the internet. The opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Seriously.
Hello and welcome to ReviewParty.com. I'm Brent.
I'm Matt.
This is a podcast. It's on the internet. There's comedy in it. There's internet reviews in it. I think that there's Matt in it too. Matt's in it.
I am here.
I think that covers everything. All the things that people come for. Matt, internet, comedy,
Yeah.
reviews. I'm sure people are still looking for our lost ex-host Helga. Remember that? That was like an episode 7
Helga,
gig.
the Amazon.
That's right. Gosh, I'm funny. I used to be this podcast used to be funny. It used to mean something. Let's try and get back on that. I'll read a review here. This is one I didn't read last week, so I will read it this week. Wow. Okay, here I have from Amazon the Tamagotchi Original Pink/Yellow. Tamagotchi doesn't need that long title. It stands on its own shit.
No, you don't need to put flowers around it. Come on.
Tamagotchi Original Virtual Friend, Virtual Pet, Poops, Clean, Play Baseball, Eat Food. Virtual Pet, Fun Time
For
Internet.
children, boy, girl.
For children, boy, girl. Yeah, see, there.
No.
Now he did it. I feel better. Let this. Oh, wow.
Good God.
Oh, yeah. They really. It's like they knew I was recording. Let me get this fucker. This review is from GG Butterfly Emoji Strawberry Emoji. They title it Just Like the Model.
Okay.
Right. I just got a couple of gifts and they were all well loved. They're very small and very fun. There are a few different possible outcomes for the characters. You can get a normal one, you can get a special one, a selfish one, and a mean one. There may be even more. They evolved like 3 times. They beat very loudly when they need attention. More often when they hatch, and less on the following days. It is easy to understand, but I wouldn't let a kid take it to school. It could disrupt the class. Overall, very cute and fun smiley face, 5 stars.
It could disrupt the class.
Now that beeping, it could disrupt the class.
Or it could make the class just a whole lot more fun.
Yeah, if everyone had a Tamagotchi, the kind of community that would form around that in your class would really just break down a lot of barriers.
And even if they don't, even if it's just this one, even if they're disallowed, if they're banned, so to speak, as things were banned back in our elementary school days, kids are still bringing them, and that makes it so much more fun.
Oh yeah, when you're sneaking them, that's all the more delectable.
There's the extra level of fun of something goes off and no one's like, you just try not to acknowledge it. Like, where is it coming from? It's not me. I don't know where that's coming from.
And speaking of kids, kids will find a way. That's the thing I always think about banning.
As Jeff Goldblum famously said.
Yes, kids will
find a way
to trade Pokemon cards. If kids want to bully each other, they don't need a phone to do it. If kids want to steal from each other, they don't need Pokemon cards in each other's lockers, right? All these bans are just they use an excuse to exert control, and that's what they would do with these Tamagotchis. And the dystopian future. And this is so on my mind because there's 2 grades in my school where they're banning cell phones. And I feel some type of way about it. From what I hear, the 2 grades, there's no other way than hard banning cell phones. Which one I feel like, weren't they hard, wasn't there zero tolerance on cell phones already?
Pretty much, yep.
And 2, what it also is making me think is like, that line is so amorphous and changes every year. Like, so cell phones are banned. Could the kids bring in a Tamagotchi? What would how would a teacher react if a kid was weaning themselves off their phone with a Tamagotchi nicotine patch in class? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everyone's so hooked, so addicted that they need a little something. They can't go cold turkey. They'll froth at the mouth.
Tamagotchi does have the absolute lowest fi electronic screen you could possibly have. I think one underneath is just a puppet show. Just a cardboard box with a puppet show.
That would be cool too. There should be more of those around.
Real Tamagotchi. RL Tamagotchi, where it's just a guy with puppets in a cardboard box.
Ooh.
You throw food at him.
I'm hungry. Yeah.
He puts mud around his enclosure. You have to spray it off with a hose.
It's a job.
Yeah.
It's giving somebody a job, some out of work actor.
Oh yeah, right, exactly. You know about those TikTok human AI things or whatever they call themselves, where people will donate and they'll act like a robot reacting to stimuli and sort of do it over and over. Instagram had their donations. You don't donate like $5. You donate a virtual strawberry gift, that's the $5 gift, and then virtual cake is like $10, right? I can't believe you haven't seen these. I have to send them.
Yeah, I was thinking of something else.
When someone sends strawberry, they'll have like an equivalent voice line or action they'll do.
Okay.
I don't know. I think the first one that became really popular was she would just go, a strawberry, every time like a strawberry got bought. So it would just be a lady with a straight blank face trying to act like a robot going, a strawberry, a strawberry, oh, and then just doing voice lines as a person. But I'm thinking that's just what a Tamagotchi is. Really. It's just a little thing that reacts to stimuli in a certain way. There's one guy, he was Miles Morales, and every time someone did Galaxy, which is like $20, he would go, he'd do some voice line about being from another galaxy in the movie and have to run around and do a sweet jump move trick back into the phone camera. And someone bought like 20 galaxies, so he was just running around and you could hear him swearing under his breath behind the phone when he went off screen. But what is that but not a Tamagotchi, you know? That's what your Tamagotchi's feeling when you tell it to, punch the punching bag extra times. So yeah, it's already happening, man. The future is now. Human beings are turning themselves into simple binary 0 and 1 machines. Just making the takeover that much easier. Do you have a review?
I do. I'm going to go with this one. I've got an Amazon review for Little Debbie Oatmeal Cream Pies, 12 individually wrapped cream pies, 16.2 ounces, pack of 1.
Sounds like a fun Friday night.
Yeah, it looks like a standard old box of Little Debbie pies. Cookies, cream pies, cookies, whatever you want to call them.
It's the oatmeal with the white in the middle sandwich, right? I'm picturing it, yeah.
This review comes to us from Shady Holt. Shady Holt titles their review 3 Days of Explosive Diarrhea. And they write, sadly, I have no sense of smell and very little sense of taste following brain surgery. So this is not the first time I have unknowingly eaten something evil. These oatmeal cream pies have always been my favorite snack. But this box was apparently quite rotten. They were limp and falling apart, but I didn't taste anything different. I ate 3 of them in 2 days, then had several days of truly horrible diarrhea. Had to jump up and run to the toilet more than 20 times in 3 days. Got a refund for that box, bought another box, no problem. 1 star.
Bro is sitting on the seat, gets a tummy gurgle, and turns into Super Mario, dude.
Hey, thank you. That jump up action. Well, I don't know if you should be jumping if you got diarrhea.
Right, that creates unnecessary slosh in the intestine region.
You don't need the slosh.
Right, you already got water slapping up against the dam, right?
Unless
It's threatening to break it. You don't need another sloosh slapping up against, self-imposed.
Don't need that sphincter to be held any tighter because you're already clenching.
The Mario triple jump to the bathroom is not going to do good for the tummy. Mario eats a lot of spaghetti, a lot of carbs. You know, he's got that energy. Nothing's in the slosh tank at any time. He's a machine. Those noodles hit the tummy, they're blasted into nutrients immediately because he's a superhero.
But Shady Hulk, no. He needs to, all of your energy, all of your strength should focus on that clench while you sort of waddle your way to the toilet again.
To bring us back down from that very high jump we took to the shitter. One small step for man, one giant leap for the oatmeal cookie. I would be so scared if I got an oatmeal cookie box that was like soggy and falling apart.
Yeah.
Right. The appeal is that they're basically cookie dough. They've barely been baked past the dough form. But to like get anywhere past that, to be dematerializing, those things could withstand a nuclear war. The cockroaches are going to be eating those.
Yeah, I expected to have a good, strong chew.
Yes.
Limp and falling apart. Like, what? What?
That's just... The texture is so specific, and the integrity, despite that gooey texture, is so strong, right? A human fist could handle these cookies. The blast from a nuclear bomb would do nothing. That's the type of thing we're dealing with here, right? Very malleable, but extremely durable as well. So yeah, any kind of integrity in question with an oatmeal cookie, with any Little Deborah product, it's like, that would put me into complete worry, because it's like, what could destroy the indestructible?
We've talked about this before, I think, with canned goods being tainted. Like, generally, a canned good, it's good until the end of time. But if you open it and you notice something is off,
it's going to be very bad. There's
be very off.
There's no, like, when your milk is a day or two past the sell date and you kind of check it out and go, this isn't bad.
I could probably stomach this.
Right. This is black and white. You know, the mad scientists at Little Deborah have created the most processed, most like closest thing to a science experiment you can eat, and it's great. I'm not insulting it. All right, they've created superfood there, and if anything is strong enough to touch that stability, it is off. Zero you cannot fuck with that anymore. Whatever destroyed that is stronger than you. That is guaranteed.
Knock you right on your backside.
Right. Little Deborah snacks are scientifically engineered only to be destroyed by human stomach acid. If you put that thing through a dog, it just comes out, in one. The dog might chew it up, but it's going to come out back in one piece. 2 cookies and the cream, just solid. So if anything else that isn't stomach acid destroys that cookie, you gotta say that cookie ain't worth it.
That's a bad cookie.
That's bad cookie. But I got a really quick one. This could honestly be a finisher, but it's sort of, I don't know. That review made me think of it, and I think we might have a little bit to say about it. From Amazon, we got the Knock Knock 52 Farts playing card deck, adult humor playing card deck, aka not kiddo friendly.
Okay. That's part of the product name.
That's part of the product name. Parentheses and everything. D titles their review, "So fun to read." They write, "Laughing out loud. Everyone wants to know what game you're playing. 5 stars.
Where are you playing? What?
People are coming out of the woodwork to find out about these fart cards.
I just don't get some people, some families. Maybe you're in a retirement home and you think this is just a real old good time.
Yeah, you lack the thrills of that life. A little cherubim bean farting on the front of a card, maybe that's enough to keep you going one more day.
I don't know what, aside my own opinion of how stupid this sounds, just the game in general, fart humor, the game. I just can't. Is this a church? You're in the church basement, the potluck dinner. Is that where you're playing this game? Where do people need to know what game you're playing?
Yeah, where when I'm in a public place and a group of people is boisterously and obnoxiously playing a game, they become a point to avoid, not to inquire.
Sure,
I don't want to be brought into their world.
Right, there's a reason all those old men in Central Park are just playing chess. Because people can, walk by, maybe watch a bit, but have their lives not intruded upon by cacophonous, guttural giggles and
Sure, yeah, the pool sharks, or the chess sharks in Central Park ain't bugging nobody, right? Maybe one of the guys has got a little boombox playing classical music or something, right?
Right.
They ain't bugging nobody but each other. There's no little secret messages on the bottom of the chess pieces you get to read when you take a piece that makes you go.
Although
you take the piece and have some friendly, quiet banter.
I guess, a college place, maybe.
I don't know.
Student union.
In college and living in the dorms, you do sort of get that open attitude. For the most part, anyone can come join in any public activity, more or less.
What's going on over here?
But I guess we'll just say the type of people playing these fart cards would not attract our attention, right?
Right, and also, if I were playing a game that would attract attention, I wouldn't necessarily want anyone attracted.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want the type of people who are attracted by this game.
If someone's attracted to me playing a game, let's say I was playing some Super Smash Bros. In the Student U, that's definitely that would be an open invitation type scenario, right?
Yeah.
Someone comes up, is interested, you ask, hey, you want in on next? Someone passes the controller. That's great stuff. It's
warm, you're like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, but you see the GameCube controllers in their hand, you see the Smash Brothers on the TV, you know who you're attracting, someone who likes to play Smash Brothers. Simply holding things you cannot see and laughing obnoxiously to each other. I don't know. Even apples to apples, or what's that? Is that what that freaking game is called?
Yeah.
What's the one that's funny for adults and edgy?
Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity. This just is on another level of obnoxiousness.
Yeah.
Before we go to break, I guess I'll humor this card. So what they actually are, is in the top right and top left, they have the suit and the card like they normally do, but on the face, they have a dictionary definition of fart slang.
Okay.
So 6 of hearts here reads crop duster, noun. The gradual posterior release of miasma, Usu performs surreptitiously while walking down an aisle, hallway, or corridor. See also fumigating the office, a mid-flight turbulence, vapor trails.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mid-flight turbulence, that's okay. Other than that. Woo!
Yeah, here's rump roast, the expulsion of gases created by the chemical breakdown of fats and animal protein associated with an all-meat diet.
Okay.
This is very funny for someone that's never read a book before, perhaps. Wait, the pure shock They're almost making fun of big words here, aren't they? This isn't for someone who's read a dictionary definition and went, "Oh, I'm smarter now." This is for someone who's read a dictionary definition and been, "Them big words are stupid. They should put them on the cards describing some farts. Then I could really."
I'm gonna put that in the bathroom.
Maybe this actually is, to bring it full circle, a fantastic teaching tool. Those are some big words that you get some 4th grade kids who do nothing but fart on each other all day, all like a South Park skit. Maybe you hand them these and teach them something. Teach them what expulsion means.
Ooh.
Surreptitiously. Nah, these are pretty. Nah, don't. I'm being facetious. Yeah. This product seems very terrible. Nicole writes, "Hilarious. My sister thought this was the funniest gift ever. She couldn't stop giggling as she read them. Game night should be a good time with these."
How is it a game? What's the game?
I think you just play poker while laughing at farts.
Okay.
Imagine going to a casino. Old card shark dudes would rip each other apart if this bullshit was on there. Oh, that'd be so funny. Going to the World Series of Poker and bringing the fart cards, giggling at them.
That'd be great.
All right, we gotta go to break. We gotta get this dirtiness on our mouth.
Yuck.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the episode, and welcome to... This doesn't have a sound effect, it's just... From the pages of Peterman.
Yeah, there's no kitschy radio sound effect, soundboard action happening before. Just the cool silence of the wind.
This is too artistic. Too meaningful.
No one can read a fart card here. If you will, you will be turned to ash.
You burst it in 100 little pieces. From the pages of Peterman, what's that? That doesn't sound like reviews. Well, it's not. I'm reading product descriptions for garments and such from the J. Peterman Company. Seinfeld fans, you know it well. Other people, you probably don't, but I don't care. You're about to. You're about to learn.
You're about to. Yeah, it's a magazine. They write fancy product descriptions that sound like reviews.
So, without further ado and no more delay, I bring us the Spring Waltz dress for the low, low price of $198. Details. Spring Waltz. A dress like this creates a world all its own. Part sky, part sea, part first week of April, part Sundays in June. Pure 100% confection. I've been told it creates its own gravitational pull, if you want to consider all the factors. Evidence. How they're drawn to you, without plan or forethought. Pulses race, cheeks flush. Theirs, not yours, but maybe yours too. A shutter clicks, the moment captured. Tide rolls in, rolls out. Are you the moon? A waltz begins. Twirl, twirl. Full stop.
Oh, come on, Petey. You let that slop get past the editor? You can do better than that, Peterman.
Yeah, this one is a bit too... what's the phrase I'm looking for? I don't know, not esoteric, but
not enough of a rump roaster. I think our brains got melted by those fart cards. It's just like, it's trying pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
There's a romantic phrase you might say to each other about the moon. There's commands to twirl. It's trying to paint a picture, but I don't know. It's very something.
It's very stream of consciousness, which makes it feel very light and loose, but it needed an edit. It needed stream of consciousness did it. I'm not stopping until I write it, and they're like, okay, send to print, as opposed to going back. Like, let's clean up some metaphors here. Let's
No. Something I learned writing in college. You're definitely right. You should write some stream of consciousness bullshit. Put it all on paper. Get as much out of your brain onto the paper as possible. Then walk away for a day, come back, and be like, what the fuck is this? And then edit the crap out of it, and you'll get something really good. But you just writing that stream of consciousness being like, pretty good, sending that to the professor, you're gonna get your ass dusted. I don't know if I'm buying this one, Petey.
I don't think I'd buy. I might buy the cocktail bowling shirt, though. Ooh. Looks like something Charlie Sheen would wear on 2.5 Men.
Ooh.
Details. Tuesday night at the Highland. 1927, Los Angeles. It's the thick of prohibition and thirsts must be quenched. For those in the know, there's the Highland Park Bowl, a bowling alley with a speakeasy inside, or maybe it's the opposite. Head inside and up the stairs to a doctor's office on the 2nd floor to secure your prescription for medicinal whiskey. Then it's back downstairs to fill it. Bowl a few frames if you're in the mood. Best part, it's all perfectly legal. Score 1 for the thinking man, for bold moves. Here's another.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what the Jenny Say Quaz that one has that the other one didn't. I can't really put my finger on it, but if I had to say that, I don't like the guy that wrote that review, right? But that's not a part of it. You know, I don't like guy who thinks whiskey makes you smart and sophisticated. That's a dumb archetype. But what that review did is it put me in the mind of that man. Even if I don't like them, I was able to inhabit that for a moment. There's a very like Catcher in the Rye-esque.
Yeah.
Where like, you don't have to like this kid, but whether, you're gonna spend a bunch of time in his brain. And
yeah, here's the story.
Yeah, you'll have some sort of weird sympathy with him by the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I don't want to hang out with whiskey guy, but, I
know where to find him.
Yeah, crawl around in his brain a little bit, sure. Learn about his bowling shirt through his weird brain. That's fun. That's the fun of Peterman right there.
Mm-hmm. Take me someplace. That dress didn't take me anywhere.
Right. I was not taken. This is fucking Liam Neeson called me up. He said, listen to this review.
I'll move on to the striped Henley knit dress. $248, my goodness. Details. Vineyard migration. Every year around the 3rd week in May, you migrate to the West Tisbury house. Pull you feel is the same, you imagine, as felt by every migratory creature on the planet. Deep, everlasting, undeniable. Every summer is the same, more or less, which is exactly what you count on through the winter. You'll take the sloop around the point every day the wind and weather permit. The McCannons will throw the best 4th of July bash. There's produce from alleys, eggs and cheese from Blackwater. Easy moods. Comfortable clothes that make you feel just right. The always changing view out to the Elizabeth Islands is another thing to count on. People who know such things will tell you. That one kind of ends strangely.
It just kind of ends strangely. That one was there. That one did the classic, I don't know anything about this dress.
Yeah.
Maybe they mentioned it, but I don't feel informed. Yeah,
I don't think they did.
I like it when they bring you out of the story to tell you the fit real quick, to do the fit check. It's as though the character, does an unspoken TikTok fit check edit in the middle of this little story, and we get to hear about it, although the word TikTok is not dropped. I like that part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know about this weird rich person, but
yeah.
Do I know about the dress?
You got their sort of Gatsby-esque summer vacation plans.
It is very Gatsby. I think Peterman cruxes the Gatsby pretty big. Yeah. The Gatsby sort of image. That's a good call out. You got any other ones?
I've got two more. This next one I think it's a first. There's something notable in this one.
Okay.
It's the Florentine seersucker blazer. That's a woman's blazer. Details. How it's done. Sometimes. Summer afternoon. I notice a beautiful Florentine walking near the Duomo at the center of the bustling square. I stop her. I don't even know what I'm going to say. Per favore, dove trovare? She looks vaguely amused. Is it the oddness of my question? Certainly it's a pickup line she's never heard before. I pull out my summer catalog and try again to make some sense. She takes it, browses through the pages, exclaims the occasional bella or bello, then takes me by the hand and leads me to her regular cafe on Via Dante Alighieri. She can't remember where she bought the dress, but she has enough time for me to do a loose sketch and explain why a blazer and pants in the same fabric would celebrate the energy of summer. Eh? Eh?
Has a pickup line ever unironically worked on anyone?
I assume for some class, some cast.
There's some genre of people that likes pickup lines for real, huh?
To translate, the per favor, dove trovare is him asking, like, excuse me, where did you get? Because he wants to know where she got what she's wearing.
Oh, sure. And
that's what
at the crux of the story is the blazer. I think that's
blazer.
That's Peterman. That's Peterman. Is there some sort of encounter in the adventure related to the garment? That's peak.
Like we have seen other descriptions where Peterman is a central figure.
Yes.
Where in his body, in his voice is present. But this is the first time I've seen where he's referenced him taking out his his eponymous catalog and saying, I like your jacket because I'm going to put it in my magazine. It's like strangely too self-referential.
The world building there is a bit too much. I don't know. Are we like Peterman amateurs? Is there a long Peterman history? I feel like we got to cross-reference the Peterman wiki here to see if there's precedent.
Right. Like I said, it's the first time I've seen it, but I know he's been in other reviews or other descriptions.
I like the world better when the Peterman catalog doesn't exist, or if these are like the chronicles of the Peterman catalog that he writes about later.
Right. I like Peterman existing. I don't like that the magazine is there.
Right. I sort of like the idea that the Peterman catalog is this very rich, cultured, the man who the Dos Equis guy, basically, right?
Sure.
At the end of his life, he decides that, wow, all these garments, that really stuck with me in my memories. I need to put them on paper. I need to share them with the world. I need to tell people why they're special, and put them in this catalog. So to say, hey, lady, I think you're sexy. Let me put you in my catalog. It really just ruins the character for us.
It's like when Captain America started working at Marvel Comics in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Or he was writing Captain America comics. Steve Rogers, I don't know. I'm not a huge comic head. But anyway, I'll end us with the Madison River fishing jacket. Details. Close to Zen. Quote, something within fishermen tries to make fishing into a world perfect and apart. I don't know what it is or where, because sometimes it is in my arms and sometimes in my throat, and sometimes nowhere in particular except someplace deep. Norman MacLean, a river runs through it. About 20 years back, I spent a day with a fly rod maker as he crafted a length of Tonkin cane into a lithe and sturdy bamboo rod. You can learn how to do this yourself, but be prepared to give up a few good months when you could have been wetting a 3-weight in a Freestone, Montana stream. The next morning we cast into the Gallatin, that timeless 1-2 rhythm and the attending pulse and breath and motion. He didn't try to bamboozle the Browns with a dozen different flies, kept it simple. We did well that day.
Man,
stop.
If Ernest Hemingway couldn't make writing about fishing interesting, you can't do it, dude. I'm convinced that there's no way to write about fishing and make it interesting, bro. Like, Ernest Hemingway tried it, crashed and burned. We still fucking have to read that book in high school for some reason, even though there's like 20 better Ernest Hemingway books. Wait, is that Steinbeck?
No, that's Hemingway. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I felt like a real idiot. Old Man of the Sea, Ernest Hemingway. Right? Like, bro writes dry, right? Ernest Hemingway writes dry, especially compared to this Peterman, right? He might read some Peterman and say, this is absolute shit. But the change in style isn't helping the fish story anymore, because there's only 2 ends to the fish story, and maybe you can say that about any story, but either you catch the fish or you don't. I don't really care about the fuck what fly you're using, bro. Am I crazy?
No, not at all.
Yeah, don't write about fishing, all right? There's no is there movies about fishing besides Jaws?
Yeah, I don't remember the Disney Channel original movie.
Right. If you're gonna write a story about
fish.
fishing, the fish has to be able to kill you. Right? The only end to Old Man in the Sea is the old man gave up. With his willpower ceased and the fish got away. The fish wasn't going to jump out and stab him in the temple if he lost. He wasn't going to hunt down his family. Nah, the fish was just going to go about his damn day. All right, there's no stakes there. I don't care if the fish gets away and he goes hungry and starves to death. That's even more boring.
Moby Dick, on the other hand, he can kill.
Yeah.
You got a license to kill.
Right. Moby Dick can eat a whole pirate ship without thinking about it. That's why they called him Dick, because he was such a dickhead to everybody, killing them. You know, that bro Aesop. What's his name? Not Aesop.
No. Ishmael.
Ishmael. Yeah, the homie Ishmael. Pff.
And Ahab.
Ahab, that's right. Who's cooler than Ahab? You know, he's not giving up on that fish. It's just enriching his life chasing that fish because it's so mean and kills people.
It's giving him purpose.
It's giving him purpose. Where would he be without Moby Dick? I think he'd just be sad and empty.
Mm-hmm.
I think Moby Dick is everything, and I think that's really good for him.
Healthy.
What does man need but a fish that can kill him, right, to enrich his life?
That's it.
That's why rich dudes be keeping shark tanks.
Oh yeah.
Those fish could kill me. I got to deal with that every day of my damn life. That's why I am the way I am. Not because of some blazer, some freaking bam. And if you're writing a fish story, get the hell out of here with your bamboo freaking rods. Don't lie to me. No one writing a story about fishing with bamboo rods has ever fished with a bamboo rod. That shit's impossible. Unless you're ice fishing, which they are not. Anyway, thanks, Petey.
Yep, thanks, Pete.
That was some wealth of information today. I can do one. I think this one might light a fire under your ass.
Oh boy.
which is why I brought it. I was like, I read it and I was like, ooh, Matt's going to have a bone to pick with this one. Drip Drop Hydration Electrolyte Powder Packets. Concord Great 32 count. Just a little drink mix.
Yum.
Yep, that sounds nice. Karen Palladino titles it Life Saver. They write, I am on medications that dehydrate me to the point that I feel like I'm going to die. This is the only hydration product that I have found that does not have artificial sweeteners, aspartame, sorbitol, stevia, etc., which I am highly allergic to. This product has changed my world. I was drinking so much plain water, which I do not like, and it was not helping me at all. This is delish and solves the problem. I just wish it was more affordable since I need to use it so often. 5 stars.
Ooh, yeah, that plain water doesn't do a thing for me. Doesn't help me at all.
I'm convinced that everyone drinking water, that's just a placebo.
Uh-huh.
You're not getting hydrated from this water stuff, you idiots. How can it work? It's too cheap. How could it work?
Oh, my. Yeah, if the problem is being dehydrated, water's it. Water's the solution.
Uh-huh.
If this is the taste of water, you don't need much fancy. You squeeze a lemon in it.
Look at this water. You don't need the fancy.
Some mint, some cucumber, some basil.
Oh, sure. Yeah, this whole woman's world could be changed by some simple cucumber water, couldn't it?
Get a dang infuser pitcher.
Yep. There's a lot of cheap ways to enhance your water, isn't there?
Get a big old tub of Gatorade powder. Come on.
Yeah.
Who tried a kid? That's gonna set you up real good.
Yeah, I'm sure this stuff is not any different than some low sugar Gatorade powder. And cheaper, you can get the big old tub. That's the thing I noticed about drink mixes. You get a tub, infinite. The money value is skyrocketing. You get the little drink mixes, you are paying big for those plastic containers. They'll gouge you.
They'll pay for packaging.
When you're dehydrated, Matt, how good does water taste?
Pretty darn good.
Yeah. I've eaten a lot of delicious things in my world, but nothing hits quite like exercising or being very dehydrated and getting a big, tall glass of cold water and hitting the glug. Hit the glug.
Oh, when it's just the right temperature, oh my.
And you feel it cascading water falling through your insides and cooling everything down. It's truly, that's a human experience that I think connects us all, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Even Jeff Bezos likes a good glug every now and then. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he drinks only purple water.
I mean, colors are exciting.
Yeah.
Purple ketchup.
Isn't it just a little childish, though, to not drink water?
Yeah. People
have their preferences, and I don't like to hate. I don't like ketchup, so, people got a bone to pick with that or whatever, but eat your veggies. Drink your freaking water, right? Like,
you're going to feel better.
Yeah, I think she could be fixed by just drinking a glass when she wakes up, drinking a glass with lunch, drinking a glass with dinner, drinking a glass before bed. That's half your water intake for the day right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But no, better buy the purple mix from Amazon. Matt, this is $32.39, 32 count. That's over $1 per drink.
And she drinking more than one of these a day, I have to assume?
I'm guessing she's drinking like 3 or 4 of these a day if it's just completely replacing water, right?
No. Don't give that much money to Amazon.
And the thing is, like, you get a $30 tub of drink mix, That's infinite. That'll last you 6 years. It's bottomless. It's like Denny's coffee. It's like Fazoli's breadsticks. I guess we could finish here. Or do you want to do a quick one?
Let's wrap her up.
Let's wrap this puppy up. Hey, thanks for listening to ReviewParty.com. Real One, welcome to the Real Ones Club. You've made it to the end of the episode. It means you're cool as heck. I hope you listen to some more. I hope you had fun. I hope there's love and joy in your heart after you listen to us make fun of a bunch of idiots for an hour. It's good for your love of humanity. Hey, if you want to love humanity even more, new episodes every Tuesday. That's right. # Tuesday Reviews Day. If you want to send in a funny review for us to laugh at and make some funnies on, we'd really appreciate it. Send that internet review to reviewparty.com at gmail.com. Include your name, hyperlink to the review, the whole 9, and we might just include it in the episode. Matt?
If you want to reach out to us, you can find us on the social media platforms at reviewparty.com on Instagram and TikTok, at reviewpartypod on Twitter/X. We're on Letterboxd, search for Review Party, and we've got a website, reviewparty.com. What's there? I don't know, every listening platform that still exists. So if you got an email that yours is dying, just come on, re-up. We've got one for you. There's the blog where reviews are written about in some way. Just scroll around there and find a fun picture or title and read and educate yourself. There's a shop. You can buy some sweet, sick merch, man. And there's just a lot of blue to make you feel good about life and the general well-being of Mother Earth.
Mother Earth. I've got no good segue. So, hey, Nosebleeds. You heard their songs throughout the episode. It's real good. Bread for Breakfast is called. There's more good songs called other names on their Spotify, for example. Nosebleeds, one word. Check them out there. That's everything. Follow us on wherever you listen to the podcast. That's a big help. Hit that follow button. If you can leave a review there, leave that review, preferably a good one. We might read it on the air. And I've got a finisher here. Okay. Rate Your Music has been good to us lately. So from rateyourmusic.com, I have an album review for Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers by the Wu-Tang Clan. This is probably my favorite hip-hop album. If not, top 3 contender. But don't take it from me. Take it from BK's finest. They write, hugely influential, some dope productions, but the one drawback is there is so much talking before the songs start. 5 stars.
Okay.
The children do not like the skits, the classic pop skits.
Oh, man. That's part of the vibe.
It's part of the... Thank you. It is a vibe setter. And you should be thanking Mr. Old Dirty Bastard for his fantastic vibes.